So my cricket life, my early experiences of my cricket life would probably be in the backyard with my father, my brother. We always used to have these little mini games in the backyard. I can remember we've even got photos of when I'm 2 years old and I've got a bat and a helmet on and pads. So cricket's always been part of my family. And I was fortunate enough to have a brother who's a year and a half younger. So we always used to play cricket in the backyard. My dad we had this little bit in a backyard and he sort of cemented a pitch down the middle where we could use sort of tennis balls and what have you and play our little games, which got quite competitive in the end. A lot of broken windows. It was sort of overlooking the kitchen, so every time me as a left-hander pulled one, I broke a window, and if my brother went over extra cover as a right-hander, he sort of broke a window. And that was sort of my early memories of cricket. We sort of growing up in South Africa, the culture as well of having friends over to play. We had two guys that lived next door that always used to want to join in. As soon as they heard us starting playing cricket next door, they'd jump over the wall and we'd sort of have our mini games, our household against their household, who could score the most runs. So it was always competitive and fun at the time. It was a good experience. So I'd say that sort of got me into cricket and got my enjoyment. Growing up in South Africa as well, the school that I played at was quite a big sporting school. Cricket was very small, but it was just started taking off. And they were investing a lot of money and infrastructure into cricket. So I got in at the right time, and with my father who really, really was passionate about cricket and really enjoyed cricket, and he played a little bit of first class cricket in South Africa. Played 1 or 2 games. Cricket was passion in our household. So he really pushed us to be playing cricket, myself and my brother. And then, once we finished with school, both my brother and I, we decided to go over to England on a gap year just to go and play club cricket for a couple of months before going back to university. And then before he knew it, then I was signed for Middlesex County Cricket Club and MCC Young Cricketers. So I spent a bit of time there and then ended up going to play at Middlesex. And I remember my debut actually was, Middlesex signed me without seeing me play, which was really strange as well. For county cricket, usually they do a bit of scouting and they watch you play a few trial games, and I was fortunate enough to be signed without being seen. And the day I signed my contract, John Embry, who was the managing director and coach of Middlesex at the time, sort of said to me, "Look, have you ever played a 2020 game?" And I said, "No, look, I've never played 2020 cricket." And he said, "Well, go and find this guy upstairs at Lord's. He's in the pavilion in the change room. He'll give you a pair of pads and a helmet, and I'll pick you up at 2:00, and you're playing a 2020 game tonight at the Oval in front of 23,000 people." So that was my sort of experience of 2020 cricket, and probably the best experience of my life. It didn't go to plan. We got absolutely hammered. I got 11 off 22 balls, but I was on the field with guys like Azam Mahmood, Scott Styrus, Owen Morgan was playing, Ed Joyce was playing, Ed Smith was playing. So, for me to be able to go from playing school cricket to going to a new country where you're suddenly playing with all these international stars and people that you've watched play on cricket was obviously massive for me. It was a massive learning curve and experience. And for someone who was 18 years old to experience that and to learn the hard way, I failed and we didn't win the game. But that was a fantastic experience for myself to be part of that and to help me with my cricket moving forward. So that's my cricket story. Now I'd love to hear your guys' cricket story. Please share it with Cricket Life.